The weirdest thing happened to me when I was working in a cruise ship in the Caribbean. My name is Paris Andreu, and back in 2005, I was working in a Carnival cruise ship as a health and fitness director. I'll never forget my first embarkation day in Miami, the first day of a 7-day cruise around the Caribbean, when the ship filled up with new guests, most of whom were American. Some of these new guests coming in the ship were moving on a mobility scooter. Now, in my home country, Greece, mobility scooters are rare to see and are usually used by disabled people. You can imagine my surprise when I saw a man riding a mobility scooter stopping, standing up, getting off, and pushing his scooter over an obstacle on a corridor where it got stuck. Then I saw other people on scooters standing up and walking off as well. Obviously, they were not disabled or had any special needs whatsoever, except they were overweight. All these people were riding a mobility scooter on their vacation in a cruise ship because they were too fat to walk. Now, obviously, some of them had other health problems besides being overweight, which made walking even more difficult. Soon after that, I learned that that kind of sight was common in America. I thought, what's wrong with these people? Why are they so fat they can't walk and they don't do something about it? And as my profession were relative to that health issue, that incident made me want to dive even more into the true causes of obesity. After I did some research on the subject, I found out that the USA is number 18 in the world's obesity rankings, with over 33% of its adult population being obese. And obesity is not only an adult or American problem really. Childhood obesity has reached epidemic proportions in the 21st century, with rising rates in both the developed and developing world. So what causes obesity? I asked myself. My research got deeper. I found out that at an individual level, a combination of excessive food energy intake and a lack of physical activity is thought to explain most cases of obesity. A limited number of cases are also due to genetics, social factors, and medical reasons. Now, let's go and see them one by one. Excessive food energy consumption has been found to be related to obesity. Most of this extra food energy comes from an increase in carbohydrate consumption rather than fat consumption, despite fat being richer in calories. See, carbohydrates, the main nutrient for energy, can be more easily stored as fat if not used. The primary sources of these extra carbohydrates are sweetened beverages and potato chips. Sweetened drinks like soft drinks, fruit drinks, iced tea, and energy and vitamin water drinks now account for almost 25% of daily food energy in young adults in America. Consumption of these drinks is believed to be contributing to the rising rates of obesity and to an increasing risk of metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes. As societies become increasingly reliant on energy-dense, big portions and fast food meals, the association between fast food consumption and obesity becomes more concerning. In the United States, consumption of fast food meals tripled and food energy intake from these meals quadrupled between 1977 and 1995. Agricultural policy and techniques in the United States and Europe have led to lower food prices. In the United States, subsidization of corn, soy, wheat, and rice through the US Farm Bill has made the main sources of processed food cheap compared to healthy food options like fruits and vegetables. As far as activity goes, a sedentary lifestyle plays a significant role in obesity. Worldwide, there has been a large shift towards less physically demanding work, and currently at least 30% of the world's population gets insufficient exercise. This is primarily due to increasing use of mechanized transportation and a greater prevalence of labor-saving technology at home. Also, the World Health Organization indicates people worldwide are taking up less active recreational pursuits. In children, there appear to be declines in levels of physical activity due to less walking and physical education. In both children and adults, there is an association between the use of television and other digital media and the risk of obesity. Next, like many other medical conditions, obesity is the result of an interplay between genetic and environmental factors. Studies have found that 80% of the children of two obese parents were also obese, in contrast to less than 10% of the children of two parents who were of normal weight. Different people exposed to the same environment have different risks of obesity due to their underlying genetics. As far as the social factors role, there are also associations between obesity and social class. It is thought that in developed countries where the obesity rate is lower, the wealthy are able to afford more nutritious foods, they are under greater social pressure to remain slim, and have more opportunities along with greater expectations for physical fitness. In undeveloped countries, the ability to afford food, high energy expenditure with physical labor, and cultural values favoring a larger body size are believed to contribute to the higher obesity rate. Attitudes toward body weight held by people in one's life may also play a role in obesity. A correlation in body weight changes over time has been found among friends, siblings, and spouses. Stress and perceived low social status also appear to increase risk of obesity. After looking at the causes, it's important to understand the detrimental effects of obesity in order to prevent and manage it. Excessive body weight is associated with various diseases, particularly cardiovascular diseases, type 2 diabetes, obstructive sleep apnea, certain types of cancer, osteoarthritis, and asthma. As a result, obesity has been found to reduce life expectancy. In addition to its health impacts, obesity leads to many problems, including disadvantages in employment and increased business costs. These effects are felt by all levels of society, from individuals to corporations to governments. As far as public health goes, the World Health Organization predicts that overweight and obesity may soon replace more traditional public health concerns such as undernutrition and infectious diseases as the most significant cause of poor health. Obesity is a public health and policy problem because of its prevalence, costs, and health effects. So what could be done to manage and prevent obesity? While bariatric surgery and weight loss medication can be effective in long-term weight loss, they are not free of serious side effects and health complications. The main and safest treatment for obesity consists of dieting and physical exercise. Diet programs may produce weight loss over the short term, but maintaining this weight loss is frequently difficult and often requires making exercise and a lower food energy diet a permanent part of a person's lifestyle. Now, all types of low carbohydrate and low fat diets appear equally beneficial, but sometimes intensive behavioral counseling is recommended in those who are both obese and have other risk factors for heart disease. In closing, while my initial experience at the cruise ship I worked at seemed weird and surprising to me, it greatly affected the work I do now in my home country, helping people lose weight and become healthy and fit. So if you want to have a long and healthy life, I urge you to think about your daily diet and activity habits. Make a conscious effort to eat more natural foods. Drink plenty of water, stress less, and exercise more. That will help you to reach and maintain a healthy weight. And if you think you don't have time for yourself, remember that you cannot serve water from an empty pitcher. Make taking good care of your body and health a priority in your life. You will soon start noticing life becoming more vibrant, positive, and healthy. At the end, I promise you it will be worth it. Thank you for watching.